Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Before I start my presentation on today, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Syafira Nurcahyani. My student number is 22-2012-2044. I am from class 6B. So today I would like to present my paper of seminar on English teaching language. So my paper is about the challenges of teaching direct approach English language on speaking students' skill in secondary school. Next slide, please. Alright, in here I would like to explain more about the introduction, about the literature review, about the methodology, and partner discussion, and also the last is conclusion. So for the introduction, in here that there is a statement that is spoken by Ratnasari in 2020. She said that when two or more persons from various origins meet in a dialogue, English may also serve as a unity language. And also from abroad, in 2018, he said that foreign students have spoken English all around the world. It means that English is very important and also it's really the role of the world. So in learning English language, that students get any benefits. So for example, in here that a student who mastering English in general has a positive impact on students in achieving their goals. In here that, for example, students can get a job opportunity from mastering English language. They can get a job in around the world besides in Indonesia. And also to get a job or to get achievement in around the world, in Indonesia students should get a score in TOEFL IBT that is between 80 to 100. Next one, please. Great. In here, that how about the student knowledge in Indonesia? Indonesia student knowledge, it's very low knowledge. Why? That regarding to Indonesian students, their knowledge in learning English are still low. They still do not understand well how to pronounce English vocabulary, use grammar, as well as write in English. So here, this is why Indonesian students very low in knowledge, their knowledge, because they feel fear to others' negative reaction. So this is sometimes they try to speak English, they try to learn an English language, but they feel afraid if their friends or others in their environment speak about her negatively, such as say that kamu sok Inggris or another reaction in negative way. Okay. So for the next, it's about the direct method of learning. In here, that Indonesian teachers sometimes use a direct approach as a model learning. So what is the direct approach? Direct approach is a method of performing foreign language in front of class that is as a direct way to the students which is speak by English language from the first beginning or start the lesson until finish the lesson without any other language. In here, I choose several literature review from a document or from document. So in here there is an English literature review. English language, as we know, that is an international language that is spoken by a lot of people in around the world. So there are presently a little over 1.5 billion English speakers in the globe, with 375 million speaking English as the primary tongue, then 375,000 as a secondary language, and also 750 million as another tongue. This is spoken by really in 2020. Next, there is a literature review about speaking skill. In here that I choose from according to Darwin, he said that there are 5 principles in speaking skill. So for the first, speaking skill as the most essential in communication. It means that speaking skill is very important to us to speak in a public way. So next, he said that speaking skill as a creative process. Third, that speaking skill as a learning consequence. And also last, speaking skill as a medium to produce a broad knowledge. And fourth is language skill may be developed in various ways. Based on the Brown statement, speaking is a skill most inevitable students should be developed as a way to interact among other people, particularly with foreign national or native speakers. So last is about the direct method learning. In here, the literature review that I had is about Fisher on 2016. She said that straight learning or instruction is a term that is commonly used in conjunction with explicit guidance and can be understood incorrectly to reflect a pedagogical or rhythmic approach to teaching. So in here, that direct method learning, it's explaining directly to the students. It means teacher needs to do first to their students in front of class. It's about that demonstrate the material. It means direct method learning. When teachers speak in English language, because of several Indonesian students do not really understand about English language. If they have a question or do not understand about English vocabulary very well, so the teacher can use another material to demonstrate what is the meaning of English vocabulary that the teacher said. For example, that when the teacher wants to say about the water, so the teacher can demonstrate what is water mean by take water and also show it in front of class. Next is direct method to convey the skill and knowledge. In here, that young learner is clear, review, and use in new educational environment through practice. If such as like demonstrate the material, so the teacher can send the students to practice the English language material in order to make they are more understand about the material itself. The next is about the kids practice. Kids practice in here, it's something like the convey the skill and knowledge. That the primary objective is for kids to learn how to converse freely and orally utilize the language. So the literature is about the learning media. In here, the learning media is function, describe or picture a difficult to understand subject using solid spoken speaking. Educational technology is any medium that can be used to communicate or learning material in order to pick the learner's interest, adjustment, goals, and attitude in order to attain educational goals. That is from Hikmah in 2019. In here, there are many examples of learning media. So in here, there are four examples of learning media. First of all, teacher also can use a recorder as a learning media, such as music, so visual audio such as movie or using YouTube as a learning e-learning method, and also a visual such as PowerPoint or photos board, and so on. In order to analyze the data, in here that I use a method design. It is qualitative research. So in here, the population of the population or the sample I take from teacher and also student of S.Pd 2008 or junior high school in Serang. So the instrument that I choose that I use is from an interview, and also I took several data from Google or from journal that I reviewed and I analyzing. So how the data analyst? Data analyst in here that from interview and also took a data from several journal. Then I analyze the qualitative statistical analysis is undertaken. From the analysis that I already did, that I get a point that Indonesian teachers still get the challenges when using direct method English language in the class because of several reasons. So for the first is about Indonesian students still lack of knowledge of in English language such as vocabulary. They also lack of grammar, so they still feel confident to learn more about English language, and also level of learning is low, and so teaching. In here that in the lack of vocabulary is emphasized once again that a huge majority of pupils learning English as an additional language, difficulty in communicating using phrases and vocabulary, which complex, have a potential source of anxiety or Japanese learners of English. During case interview with one college student in the US, there is a lack of grammar knowledge in here that language teacher, pedagogical job as learner and teacher of language is to impart knowledge of syntax and fix learner mistake when teaching using communicative technique. Syntax as a component of speech is the best information. So there are confident student is such like a fear of underreaction people when they think that their English language is very low, so they can judge them or they can bully them. So there is also a level of learning that many teachers find it difficult to apply the direct technique with children who have various level of speaking ability. So this is also because of their pronunciation skill is very not good. So the teacher difficult how to learn in other level to speak in a correct pronunciation. Okay, so based on the challenges that I already explained, so here there is several solutions how to solve the problem from the teacher is challenges using direct method as learn English language. That are teacher can use an audio visual media such as using a YouTube or using a movie as a media learning to make the student more interact and also interesting to know more about English language. So teacher can do a group assignment. Next is teacher can practice more in speak bilingual language, but it's more preferred to use English language and also edit an Indonesian language. Next is about the teacher can do a speaking practice to the students. Next is teacher can use the technology media because this is in a modern era where we all everything we do using the technology. So make the millennial student or millennial people is very interesting to use technology as their media. And also, this is the important thing that the teacher should do. The teacher have to give a motivation to the student who still not really understand about English language. So for the last slide is about the conclusion. In here that I say, a direct method is a way of teaching that is straightforward and natural. This technique teacher vocabulary by demonstrating objects, photographs, and other kind of visual resources. In using this approach, teacher can still get any challenges. Lack of English knowledge as vocabulary grammar, do not have any learning media tools are the example of teacher problems. Meanwhile, in order to solve the problem, teacher have a solution, such as motivate the student in learning English language. So this solution will more help students, especially A-level students. They will more interested to the learning English natural, especially practice in speaking skills. Okay, so this is the last for me. Before I ended my presentation, there is a quote from Jim Rohn. He said that success people do what unsuccess people are not willing to do. Don't wish it were easier, wish it were better. So this is also that even though our students still not understand about English language material, but we as teacher, we can motivate them to focus and also the spirit to learn English language. So this is M for me. Last, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.